What is going on, everybody? We're back on it. Death Note episode 13. I'm loving Death Note right now. I made the comment, I don't know if it's too outlandish to say, but I can't remember an anime that's first 12 episodes hit me as good as Death Note has. Attack on Titan, definitely for sure. Their first 12 episodes. Demon Slayer wasn't too bad as well, but besides those, I mean, Death Note is up there. So I'll be real curious where it finishes in my rankings when it's all said and done. But I'm loving it. I'm really shocked between Death Note and Mob Psycho how much I really, really enjoyed them, especially because I wasn't a fan of Full Metal at all. That I was like, oh man, here we go. Two new animes. How are they going to turn out? And they've been great. They've been absolutely great. So we'll see what happens. There still seems to be a little bit of confusion on what's up with Misa's lifespan because I had people tell me she got the lifespans of the remaining human that was killed, but then I had people saying no, she got the lifespan of the remaining from the death god that was killed. Like, is that true? I feel like it would make more sense if she got the remaining life from the human because that death god could have hundreds, thousands of years left. So even if she never like made the deal with Rem, she could live into her thousands. I'm curious, like where her how does the age go with that? If you were to gain those type of lives, is it like a vampire and she just stays in her prime, or would she literally be like walking around fragile, like 2,000 years old? If the wind blows hard enough, she would turn into dust, or would she just like age in her prime? I don't know how that would happen. Either way, if she got the remaining Death God lives, it was nothing to her to trade those lives. But I mean, I was told that I don't know if they're not allowed to or the death gods just don't do it. They don't tell the person that they're making the deal with how many years they have left, or do they? I think they do tell you when they make the deal because I'm trying to remember when Ryuk he was like, I could tell you how many years you have left. Would you want to make that trade? And or when you're gonna die, and Light was like, no, 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 I'm okay. So I'm pretty sure when they made the deal, it seemed it'd be easy for Misa if Rem was like, "You're gonna be living for 4,000 more years. Would you want to give me half of those?" Yes, I would. So I don't know. There still seems to be a little like confusion back there from what I've been told on like what she got, how much remaining. Do the Death Gods tell you how much you have left when they make that deal? Um, we'll see how it goes. And just seeing that raw emotion from L last episode was highlight of the season enough for me because like I've said, he's been so like calculated, cool, calm, and collected through any scenario. We've seen him shaky a little bit, but never really freak out. He just straight up freaked out last episode because I feel like he can always dissect and put the detective work on anything. And always, he's got it down to a science, a percentage, just everything adds up within the realm of what's humanly possible. I feel like when he heard like Shinigami, oh my god, that's a real thing. His brain can't analyze that. There's nothing you can do or say or trick or figure out that's going to make you defeat that. There is no defeating that. So I feel like when he heard that, the brain just exploded. So that was great to see as well. Misa's also it's going to be real interesting to see like if they plan a meetup and they're planning to use Light as the fake Kira even though he's the real Kira. Can he just be like, yo, Ryuk, you got to stay at home? Because clearly they're going to have surveillance on Light when he goes to meet her. Rem is going to come with Misa. If Ryuk comes, Misa's just going to be like, oh, I see you have a death god too. Mine's right here. And the police are going to be like, what the hell is that? I would just try to like leave Ryuk at the house. I don't know if he has to follow. I don't know. Misa's a loose cannon and just seems like an absolute mess. It's great to have somebody in there that like aligns with what you believe in, but she's also so reckless that it's like, is she worth keeping around? We'll see. Let's go ahead and start at episode 13. Let me drag this over here. Titled Confession. We are pressing play right now. Let's do it. Oh, that theme again. Whose theme is that? And the thing, what makes it worse is like Light can't control this factor. It's a piece of the Death Note. Oh, okay, so they can't see each other's. They can't see each other's death. They can't see each other's Shinigamis unless you touch the other person's Death Note. Oh wow, they can't even see her lifespan. You can't see yours. Hmm. So you can't, even if Ryuk got the eyes, he couldn't see how. So, but it doesn't really matter if you can see the other person's lives. If you could still just kill them, it doesn't really matter. Rem said the same way you can't see another death god's lifespan. What's happened to him? Yeah, this is interesting. So, so they're gonna cancel it but still meet there. Hmm. And so you cannot see another person's death god unless you touch their death note. So Misa can't see Ryuk and Light cannot see Rem. But Rem and Ryuk should be able to see each other, correct? So could Rem be like, that's him, I see his death god, and vice versa? I don't know. I'm really curious if there's going to become a boiling point where Light is going to have to make the decision to kill his father. And would he, if it meant saving the identity of Kira? Just resizing the image. I'm trying to make it a little bit bigger. Alright, made the episode a little bit bigger. Hopefully it doesn't get copyrighted. Can we see his inner thoughts? You know he's thinking something. Let us in there. Can we see what he's thinking, please? And not just looking there with those deep bags under his eyes? He wants him to. He wants him to follow him. Jesus. I still don't even believe that the house is fully unbugged, but maybe I'm just super paranoid. His sister, girlfriend. All right, here we go. This will be a good conversation right here. This will be good. This is my question right here. So they could, yeah, they could communicate. Yes, exactly. That's what I said. If they see each other out in the street, Rem could be like, he's got a death god. Why wouldn't he tell him? Come on, Ryuk, help us out. I want to go back and read that part again right there. Ryuk was saying it's not against the rules, but they might choose not to. But seeing how invested Rem is in Misa and wanting to like help her old Shinigami friend, you'd think she would probably be. Rem would probably tell. Hmm. And I'm also curious, like, Rem said, I didn't give you the death book to use it this way, or, I wanted you to use it for you. What did she expect as far as, like, did you just you wanted to give her the death note and have her just, like, keep it as, like, a family heirloom forever and just pass it down, or, like, have just a notebook to write in or something, or did you want her to become a mass murderer? What was your plan with the death note there? Hmm. I don't know. I wonder. Oh shit. There'll be no way to tell which one. Yeah. Okay. Smart. 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 Oh gosh, the pressure's building here. What do you mean found you? How does she know? She can't see his lifespan. She can't see his lifespan. Is Rem is Rem gonna That was so easy. Why was that so easy? Oh shit. I was like, no way she's gonna be able to tell. She's like, so is it because he has a death god that she cannot see his room? Oh, that's right. We just said, like, I think they just said that at the beginning of the episode. If you can't see you can't see the amount of lives left that another person with a death note has. I think. So if she's just scanning, she's like, for some reason I can't see him. Oh, it must be him. Light's plan seemed so good too. With like, oh, having Ryuk just fly around all of us, wouldn't be able to tell X, Y, and Z. What's gonna be so fucked is if she sends in another video and she mentions his name. I'm gonna lose my mind if she does that. I'd hope she wouldn't, but she's a loose cannon. God, that was way too easy. Oh god. Oh no. Please don't say his name. Please, God, don't say his name. Please don't. But Ryuk doesn't know. Light doesn't know the secrets about the. Light doesn't know about the eyes and can't being able to see other people's. Oh god. Don't say his name. Don't say his name. Please, God. Don't say his name. Was that. Is that it with the tape? Okay, I thought there was going to be more than of the tape. Okay, I thought she was going to say Light Yagami, I'd like to meet you. Oh, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. This is a direct message to the second cure, right? How the fuck does she know where he lives? Oh, I guess she looked up all that information online. That's gonna be his girlfriend. They're fucked. The episode's not about to end, is it? No, okay, we got some time left. Talk outside, please. Thank God. She knows, he doesn't know. She knows and he doesn't. Touch it. See the death god. Get it over with. Shit. Ryuk. Ryuk, we need some backup. Please help. Ryuk, help. Help, please. Ryuk, we need help. That's his girlfriend. That's his girlfriend. His girlfriend to the family. Oh my god, this is gonna be good. She's so nervous. We haven't seen her like this. She's been so outgoing and like, Ryuk, we need help. Ryuk, help. Help. This is awkward. Being of a person who possesses a death note. Bingo. Saw your ass in the crowd. Damn it, Ryuk. We got the shitty death god. You got the shitty... Well... This is an OP pairing, though. This is OP as fuck. That's all she wants. Like, it's that easy. It's that easy. Just scoop her up and go rule the world. Just scoop her up and go rule the world. It's that easy. Bingo, that looks pretty good. Yeah, no one's gonna have any idea who she is. Wow. She really did think some of this through. Okay, Misa. You can sit at the table. Oh my god. I'll even let you hold my death note. Rem doesn't like this shit. The deal you have to take this deal. You have to take the deal. I mean, my god. She's obsessed. She just wants to be your girlfriend. It's take the deal. Deal or no deal, take it. We don't even know if this is... He killed one of the criminals that killed her parents. Wow. Bro. Take the deal. This is like perfect. It's literally at your feet. I don't know if we can really believe her, but she hasn't done anything up to this point. I'm in. Do it. Pick her up. Why did they have to triple rewind that? You did not have to do all that. And then they play the flippin' death music over it. This... I don't understand what I'm watching. With the double death... That shot right there is great. Death Note's really doing the damn thing, and like, I'm really kind of like... Oh my god. I mean, I thought she was gonna have an ulterior motive, XYZ, like what do we do, yada yada yada, blah blah blah. I mean, it's that easy. Like, if someone is smart, like you think like there's still a way to mess this up, but it's really not. Is there anything I wanted to go back and see? I pretty much she just pretty much said it right there. Um, you even if you have the death eyes, whatever we're calling them, you can't see the remaining lifespan of another person that has a death note, which made it, I mean, the easiest thing ever. I was like, dang, Light's got this figured out. A death god flying around a group. They're never going to figure it out. Figure it out in 0.2 seconds. Um, Now, Ryuk and Rem can see each other right now, correct? Um, yeah, they can because we saw Rem see Ryuk flying around earlier. But this is the conversation I want to go back to each other right. I want to go back to right here about like would you be able to see XYZ if two Shinigami meet in the human world? Are they allowed to speak to each other? He basically says, I don't know. As long as I'm attached to a human, I'd say it's against the rules unless I have their permission first. But that's not a no. And like, I'm curious of like, do the Shinigami know each other? Like, are they all friends? Like, oh yeah, we've been hanging around each other for centuries type shit. Like, I don't, there can't be that many of them. They just sit there all day. So I'm sure they know of each other. So I'm curious if like we're gonna find out more about Ryuk and Rem's personalities and like the death gods that they like choose to be. Um, so that was my question right there. Before the crazy ending happened. Um, if they were just walking down the street, well, this was before. Clearly, Misa was gonna have a way to identify Light, but not the other way around. So let's remove Misa's eyes off the table just for a second to make this a little bit easier. If they were walking down the street, passing each other, the two death gods would see each other. They would see each other. Now, Rem seems to be a little bit more protective, involved with Misa. If she saw this death god floating right next to Misa, there is no rules preventing her. Like, she's not going to get smited down and like Thanos snapped into dust. It just seems like it's more like a courtesy to the human you're with to not kind of reveal that. But seeing Rem's kind of like protective personality, she could easily be like, you see that guy right there? He's got a death god with him. And like Ryuk could do the same if he wanted to. I don't think there's anything preventing them from doing that. I'd say it's against the rules unless I have their permission first. But there's no laws against, so it's pretty much just pick of the litter. It's the same thing of like, we could have killed Light 5 episodes ago because Ryuk has his information, his full name. He sees it. He knows how the lifespan, etc., etc. He just chooses not to. But he could. And the two Shinigamis could communicate with each other. Yes. It depends on their personality, and the personality that we've seen of Rem has been a lot more protective and willing to help. I see another human with his Shinigami. I'm not gonna tell you, you son of a bitch. You're of no help. This ending though is great. It's absolutely great. This whole scenery. I thought when he said that shit like I can't be your boyfriend, I thought she was gonna like mentally flip and like do anything to betray him until like you be my crazy boyfriend type thing. This whole end sequence is great. That ending shot with them sitting hugging and the two death gods over their shoulders are. This is like some creepy real world shit though. Like, not the death god part, but this like I can't be your boyfriend, I'm gonna do anything to prove it to you type shit. Great shot right there. Jesus Christ. So it's almost like he's almost got two death gods at his disposal because he controls it. I mean, it was great. It was great. Another banger from Death Note. I mean, they're not slipping. It's hitting. 13 out of 13 episodes have been pretty great. At this point, like, how do they lose? How do they lose? It had to be a miscalculation on Light's part, or Misa doing something that Light didn't expect. And I guess how they lose, it's not like they were fighting some greater evil and we've got to go take something back. XYZ, we've got to defeat this big bad boss. It's literally like, if we get rid of L, first of all, they're getting away with everything now. With L on the board, you remove his chess piece off the board, it's like, what's going to slow them? Nothing's stopping them. L is just kind of putting a wrench in the plans. But there is nothing that can keep L alive at this point other than Light's want to. Point blank, period. So all they've got to do is set up some kind of surveillance, put a fake cam on Light when he's around L. If they go meet up again at school, have her be on campus in her disguise, whatever you want it to be. His name and information is no longer safe. So I'm curious, like, how this ends. Light would have to do something to make Misa not want to be on his side anymore. I feel like it would have to be Misa betraying Light is the only way that this doesn't just end with Light getting any and everything. I don't know if her backstory was true with what she said. I mean, she hasn't done anything that seems like non-truthful. And, you know, she said she didn't touch any of the tape. She's not seen on surveillance, XYZ. I don't see how they... I mean, that's literally what it would have to be. Somehow, Light does something that Misa doesn't agree with or doesn't want to do, or maybe she takes a liking to L more than she does Light. But like we heard her devotion, it's like, you know, robber killed my parents. He was never brought to justice, but Kira ended up killing him, and I vowed, you know, I would do anything for Kira if given the opportunity. Even if she did end up liking L more, you're going to go back on what you vowed and your statements and all that kind of stuff. I'm just going to keep the death note. I'm just not going to give her death note, point blank, period. Give me L's name, and if L is killed, then I'll give you your death note back. Besides that, I'm not giving it back, point blank, period, because there could be something where Misa just mentally flips. She maybe likes L more or doesn't agree with... I don't know. There could be whatever you want it to be. Misa is still a loose end. But the pairing of the two of them is broken, so I don't see, unless we get introduced to another Death God or Light completely fumbles the bag, I don't see how they don't just take over the world. We'll see how it goes. We'll leave it there. Everybody should see this on Saturday, the 19th, and then we will have episode 14 up on Tuesday, Wednesday of next week. Maybe we'll get it up earlier for Patreon members if I can get Attack on Titan and more Avatar and everything done ahead of time. But another great episode. Really great. We'll leave it there. Like, share, favorite, subscribe. As always,